So there are wildfires that is severely happening in Israel, right? And it is very serious. When I saw it in the news, a part of me felt very sad about the situation, and in fact the fire was very massive, okay, and it is sad, right? 2025, I've already told you the things that are going to happen, and we are mostly seeing them, right?
תעשי וידאו. לא, תסמך. אני נוסע, תעשי וידאו. יש וידאו, תעוף. תראי מה זה, על הכביש. אם אתה לא טס מהר, אני הורגת אותך. אנחנו בתוך האש, תעשי וידאו. לא, תסמך. אני נוסע, תעשי וידאו. יש וידאו, תעוף. תראי מה זה, על הכביש. אם אתה לא טס מהר, אני הורגת אותך. אנחנו בתוך האש. לא, לא, לא. שב פה, תעלה. וואי, וואי. תעשי וידאו. לא, תסמך. אני נוסע, תעשי וידאו. יש וידאו, תעוף. תראי מה זה, על הכביש. אם אתה לא טס מהר, אני הורגת אותך. אנחנו בתוך האש. לא, לא, לא. שב פה, תעלה. וואי, וואי.
All these things that are happening, right, are to tell you, the chosen one, that this is the time that you have to protect your energy, right, and then also be in your high vibration. It is very important for us to come to realize this reality. And we've also seen many wildfires also, right, in America and some other places, right? And it is not a good sign. It simply means that there is judgment, okay, and the chaos and the wailings of the people are going to become very intense, okay? And if you are someone that by this time or at this point of your life you are still dependent on the government, or you are still relying or expecting government to come and give you a certain better life, then I can assure you that you are duly processed, okay, into a timeline that is going to keep you low, and it is very sad. I tell people that the problem is not the death, but how you are transitioning, okay, and also your state and then your vibration, okay, because what you call death is simply a wake up in another dimension, okay, and whatever that you are, your vibration that you are vibrating here, it is going to determine where, and it is going to determine how your ending is going to be, and it is going to be severe for many people. I told you about the instant karma and the universal karma. Men may offer sacrifices, blood animal sacrifices, right, to counterattack the instant karma, but the universal karma is what you saw in the Bible that was translated as it is appointed for man to die once, but after death, judgment, okay. The judgment also there means the reincarnation and the karma, the results of the karma, right? Now, if you are living in Israel, right, I know Israel, talking about Israel can be very sensitive because of this whole chaos and war records and analysis, right? But I know for sure that in as much as all these things are going on, there are still few people there who have the heart, the light heart, and they are living their independent life, and they are not even looking at these whole tensions that are escalating and coming. Now, this wildfire that we are hearing, right? It can be of two main factors. It could be a natural factor or an artificial factor. Now, on the natural factor, I have already told you about the responses of nature, okay, and the sun's energy is more intense. The weather has actually changed, and the sun is actually exposing a lot of things, right? And they are attributing wildfires that happen to a certain kind of global warming, but they don't want you to know that the sun is actually fierce, and the activities of men is creating a serious karma. Ghana has experienced fires in marketplaces and even in homes, okay. This year it has been very severe. We are not even halfway through 2025, right? We are not halfway through 2025, and all these things are happening. And in fact, properties were lost, and the people were so much affected, right? And when these things happen like that, what happens to the state of the people? They vibrate low, right? Depression steps in, anger steps in, more chaos steps in, anxiety steps in, and it can also be destructive, okay. Yeah, all these things that are happening in different places, they are all signs and confirmation, okay. This is the state of the people. The state of the people have become very low, right? The sun is judging. On the artificial factor to consider, Israel is located in a place where there are a lot of fires, okay, artificial fires in a form of war and a whole lot of back and forth, okay. And since that country has become very sensitive and critical, right, there can also be an artificial factor whereby it will be a fire that is intentionally set. All these things are karmic responses of nature, because what people don't know is that if you turn nature, she is love, she is empathy. The divine mother is of love and empathy, but if you turn her upside down, she manifests herself in the people, and the people become dark. So when we talk about nature reset, it's not only the land's responses in a form of fires, and then also earthquakes, and then flooding, and etc. We are also looking at it from the fact that the people, right? The thing is that the system that the elite structure created for the people, now the people have become a karma, right? And this is the severe situation now. Listen, you are coming to hear more shocking news than ever. Powers are going to change hands, okay? The people that you deem as world's most powerful, they are about to go down, okay? The countries that you deem as powerful, most of them that you see them powerful, in fact, it will shock you that the number one that you have on your top list of powerful countries, that number one, it will shock you that they are going to go down because things are changing. Remember, the universe is also teaching us that these artificial and egoic means of attaining power, right, is going to be lost, okay? It is going to be lost, because when we even talk about power is the people, okay? The countries that you deem them as a powerful country, it is the people that made it so, okay? and the fact that people are seeing these countries as a priority and an achievement to visit. There are interesting days ahead. That is all I can say. Very interesting days ahead. I posted something on my WhatsApp that, listen, watch the roof. A time has come that you have to watch the roof and the skies, because it will shock you. The aeroplanes will start falling. Yes, the things that you were seeing in the movies, they were subliminal messages telling you. And what people don't know is that movies are conditional. They condition you to mentally prepare for a certain life. Yesterday, after my live stream, I was having a certain soul experiences, and then it came to me that, have you seen this news of men committing crime, as in attacking people with these weapons and a whole lot? And there has even been situations here in Ghana where many people, vendors, money vendors, okay, these mobile money vendors were attacked, okay, three on a row, right? And when I was watching that situation in the news, right, now it brought me to a point that, listen, these men's courage to pick weapons to go and attack these mobile money vendors, this move and orchestration is something that they took it from movies during their childhood. Okay, remember we started watching childhood movies where guns were exposed, and action movies and a whole lot. Listen, that parental guidance is rubbish. It doesn't do anything. The people still watch it. The children still watch it. They watch these sensitive movies. They watch. Listen, you can't put these things on it, and these children, they are going to listen to it. Or children are adventurous in nature. The more you even say 18 years, don't watch, that child is curious and adventurous to even hide somewhere and watch. So growing up, we've seen action movies where guns and a whole lot. So subconsciously, the minds of the people are programmed to have a certain heist, okay? If I'm right, money heist, okay? So now they gang up and then they go out there on the street trying to attack people, especially those who are working in the financial side because they need the money, or those who are doing businesses that are potentially making sales. They are going to rob them or attack them and even kill them. I've experienced physical attack before. 2019, things became dark for me, right? After I was coming from a religious grounds where I got attacked, right? On there, I fell from a height. In fact, the trauma was severe and the impact is felt, right? Yes. So I know I have a taste of how these things feel like, okay, when you are being attacked in any way. And since then, my defensive mechanisms has risen, okay. And here is the case I'm here advocating, that you need to really have that mechanism to defend yourself whichever way that you can, okay. Yes. It is very important. And I was even saying in my live stream that, listen, your children, what they need is that they don't need school, they don't need church, okay? They need life skills, confidence, and defense, okay? So as a parent, if you are not ready for this reality, then don't bring them, because for us, our parents failed us with the necessary things that we need for life. But we are not going to repeat the same cycle. We are going to imbibe a life skills and core values and good culture in the children, so that they are going to grow to be more powerful and decisive and independent. Most of us all came from this narcissistic family and a whole lot, and it's a severe situation. So now listen, back to the matter. There is a conditioning, okay? Somebody can just go and then set fire. You know, the Israel is located at a place where there are winds and dry and kind of looking like a desert like in a way, and setting a fire or trying to ignite a fire, right, can be very, 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 very serious, right? People have become heartless and they can do worse because they may actually be responding to maybe something, okay? And you are seeing in the news the campaigns that are going on, right? Yes, I don't support any form of war or chaos or division. And I've been telling you that these things are patriarchal influences, right? In the beginning was a very high vibration and it wasn't so. This chaos that you see, sometimes when you go out there and you see the state, you are like, you never thought that a time is coming that this world is going to be like this, because in the beginning there were few people. There wasn't these kind of things we are seeing, and it's so serious. This is an orchestration. This is an agenda, a population agenda. Because the more the people, the more the chaos, the more the depression, the more the craziness. This is very serious. It's not a joke. So this wildfire can be seen from these two factors, okay? There can be this factor. But I'm gravitating more on the fact that nature is responding to many things in many forms. Nature, the other side of nature, is also coming in the people to become a karma for them. I told you that you won't do anything on this plane and go scot-free. This earth still remains feminine. It remains a woman still. And all my life personally, I felt that reality in my soul. And somebody that was single-handedly raised by a mother, a woman, I have seen that godliness. I've seen that man doesn't possess that full godliness that is enough to explain these things. But when you see the woman, you are going to see the avatar vibrating godliness, right? The earth is judging humanity. The earth is judging us. And until we begin to go into our heart, right? Until we begin to become that high vibration people that are going to stand for protecting this earth and lifting the vibration of the earth, then more of these things are going to happen. And it's not good. It is not a good thing. I've had an astral experience where it was even severe that, in fact, a certain heavy ice was falling and people were running here and there. And you'll be seeing all these things in movie too. It's not normal. The things that are going on is not normal. And men will have to pay. I told you that the greatest crime that you are seeing on this plane is men doing it. Right? They are trying to project that women are evil, women are demonic. But what actually have women done? That is atrocious as to what men have done. The distractions on this earth, the exploitations, the manipulation, the taking advantage, the narcissism. It is all engineered, and it is spearheaded by these men. And they are going to pay. Now, how are you going to achieve that? You can't mess up this earth and think you are going scot-free and you are just coming out of this earth, right? We are covered and there is no way out. The only way out is inside. You have to decode that yourself, right? So yes, if these wildfires have caused loss of properties or has affected lives in any way, I will send healing, right? Because as I'm saying, the high vibration souls are scattered all across, and just as you are seeing high vibration soul shooting from Ghana speaking his truth, there are also people from other places, and I know there are also high vibration people, if not many, few in Israel there, right? And you should know that as an awakened soul, countries, names of countries, division barriers, they don't matter. The most important thing is your peace of mind and sanity. Your mental health is your essential wealth. Right? It is very serious. It is a serious situation, and it is not a joke. Look at the world, the state of the world today. The wildfires. The Amazon. Some time ago, there was also wildfires. And this Amazon forest is a high vibration, and it is contributing to the sanity of this earth, right? But the question is, why the wildfires? People don't know that life is all about food. And most of these tropical fruits that are from nature, you can find most of them in the Amazon. And I told you that nature keeps bringing the fruits in its organic content. So these activities, what do you think is going to cause? These fires are going to destroy all this produce, and there is going to be an open platform to create more GMOs. Right? So where are the organic seeds? In Ghana, there was a wildfires that happened in Ghana. Wildfires happened in Ghana in 1983, and that was when they introduced a particular kind of corn, which is very serious, okay? And since then, the dietary frequencies of Ghana has changed, right? And not even Ghana. Right now, the staple foods that you see across Africa, all you see is starch, right? And these starch are not friendly to the body over time. The wildfires. When it happens like that, what I think about mostly is even the animals, right? The animals that are finding habitat in these places, and when it happens like that, it becomes critical and severe, especially animals that move on a certain pace. They might be affected, okay? But also nature has strong mechanisms that gives these animals a great proactiveness for them to see what is coming, right? So they plan and prepare. The ants prepare, they plan, they know what is ahead, they know what is coming, okay? So that is it. Wherever you find yourself, protect your energy, stay present, and love yourself. There are many things that are going on in the media that is meant to keep you in a certain fear. But once you know that you are chosen, and once your confirmations are clear, and you know your soul path and everything is going on in that high vibration manner, then it is a plus. Keep on going into your soul. I told you that after awakening is land, food, and skills. Let's strive to be in our independence, and let's also use our skills to trade. Whatever that you can create, yes, that is a high vibration, create it, right? It can be a content that you want to create in empowering and motivating people. You can start now, and who knows, you can profitably trade that information, and you're also going to have a certain progressive livelihood that at the end of the day, you are going to find a natural sustenance. Trust me, I told you that this AI is not reliable. The internet is not reliable. There has been a blackout in Europe, and possible blackouts are meant to come in places that you never thought of. For Africa, I think by now we are familiar with blackouts, okay? But I don't know for you, and you know for places like US and Europe and all, and these countries across, right? You realize that these things are not consistent. So when it happens like that, it becomes a big blow, right? And all these things are vibration. Let's stay present. Let's take our spiritual work serious. Our rituals are very powerful. Let's not play with that. The rituals, whatever your soul is telling you, yes, it's right, do it, right? High vibration. And I appreciate you all. So this is the news that is on. The fires, they are very severe. And in fact, when I saw it, it was a whole vibration. I was like, wow, it's very serious. And 2025, I told you, the year of judgment is launched, and it goes. Stay in your heart, right? It is love that can guarantee us this great ascension. And love is the greatest frequency that we can ever see. We will continue with more powerful messages that is going to help you so much in these times. And always remember that you are not alone. The only way out is in. Take care of yourself, and we will continue. If you really want to support me from your heart, yes, I'm on PayPal, and it goes a long way to help, because right now, after many groundings, right now I have decided to begin a certain sustainability, and it's encouraging, right? In as much as I'm also grounded with a child, I'm multitasking, and then also active sprouting of the seeds will begin very soon. So trust me, we are in this journey together, and the Nana Kwame story will inspire you. So let's stay glued and connected. As long as the internet stays, I'll be on here to communicate my truth to you. And if you want to connect with me, I'm on YouTube. Yes, as you can see, also TikTok, Instagram, all these platforms, I'm there also. But the email will help, because with the email I get to have a certain one-on-one with you, right? Which, if you want to have maybe a conversation with me on phone, I can proceed to give you my number, and then we talk. I don't charge for conversations. However, compensations are allowed. We will continue. I am Nana Kwame Ochre, God of the Waves, Prediam Kwame, and I'm on here to lead you to the light. God is a woman, the Creator is a woman. Yes, have that in mind. We will continue.